edition to Strictly Blizzness, episode 21.
21.
Yep.
You know what happens when it's when you're 21, right?
You are able to do certain things.
Yeah, that's it. So I figured
Yes.
since it's 21, since the episode is 21, I think we should crack open a couple of cold ones.
All right.
What do you think?
I think you should.
So-
I got injured on the way to Big Park
Yeah, so I'm
Studios
gonna
today,
keep this away
so I'll
from
let
you.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
While
keep-
pumping gas, figure that one out.
Yeah, go figure. No, I normally use this tool for other things,
Yes. Yep.
but today I'm using it to crack open a cold one. So here you go. Here's to 21, because when you're 21, this is what you do.
Drinking
Oh,
on set.
Fabulous. Not many people can do that.
Nope.
I suppose we should show them what we're
Yes,
drinking.
we're not drinking on set.
Well, we
We
are.
are. Yeah. Yes.
We're drinking root beer.
And it's good root beer.
Yeah, Baumeister's really good root
Really
beer.
good.
They have great soda. Does Dean handle these guys?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
go check that.
I-
Don't fact check
there a
that.
fact
They
check?
have one of those soda. I think it's them. It's not Sprecher's. I think it's them. I
Yeah,
think it might be
Sprecher-
them.
Sprecher is their own. So
Yeah, I think Dean has the whole Baumeister soda line.
yeah.
I think so. Yep.
So Dean, here you go.
Sorry if not. Don't go check that.
Fact check. Fact check.
Yes.
So we're 21.
Yep.
This is pretty. Now we're a full-fledged adult type show.
I mean, one of us acts like an adult. The other one doesn't.
Sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Not always. Anyway, so here's to 21. We might need a cold one to talk about the game we just experienced.
We had a football game.
Like that was on cue.
Hey, we had a blast. We had a blast.
great time.
For an Impact the football game, I will say that was fun. And leading up to that game, I always get to the Russian or stupid early. It's kind of been a creature habit thing
Are you gonna
over
make me
7
cry?
years. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
We're good. But we've done some cool things in my 7, your 8 seasons now. I think that's right. You can fact check that somewhere. Probably no record of that. That's like when I go find how long we've actually had season ticket holders. I have no clue because my predecessor kept track of that stuff on a typewriter and a
Literally,
carbon copy form.
And a
So-
carbon copy, which we did get rid
So,
of. And actually, the
yeah.
rest of them went up in the fire.
in the
so.
fire. But we've had a lot of fun and dressing in costume and doing that stuff. It's cool. It's cool. We've done a lot of stuff. So
Yeah. So it was a great way to say goodbye to 21.
yeah,
Which has been a struggle.
Yep.
It was a struggle bus. 20 didn't happen, and then 21 came along. We thought things were gonna lighten up, and then they really never did.
right.
But I'm very proud of our fans. I'm proud of all of you guys that follow us that showed up in your ugly sweaters.
Yeah.
We had some great contestants. We had a really cute one too with a nice
We did.
red nose. Oh my gosh, she was so precious. So clearly people are watching our show because it's really
Yeah, that was cool.
the only place we really put it. It was social media.
Yeah, we didn't. Outside of, again, the WIXX, who's been a shameless plug, great partner in our time on getting to know them, and Nick being on the field, all sorts of cool. We didn't advertise the ugly sweater thing anywhere. We used IXX to push the flash sale and try and get people to the game. So it's proof that people pay attention on social and watch our show, because that was the only place we put out the ugly sweater contest. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And we had Santa show up,
We
which
did.
was kind of a last minute thing.
We did.
Because I asked Ryan Wednesday, is Santa coming? Ryan said, no. I said, well, you better get on that because we need Santa here.
Yes.
So
he showed up.
he brought his lovely wife with
He
him.
did. He did. Had plenty of photos in the lobby. And then, again, that was a lot of fun. And as we finish up the home stretch here, I think it's cool. It really is. Like, we wish it was the 6,000 people a game laser show and stuff. But again, big shout out to you, Blizzard Nation. And I got to tell myself this because I beat myself up for the attendance stuff, because we didn't start in a great place when the Trinklers bought it, not because you guys had bought it, but because of where it was at. And we got it up to 6,000, so we went backward this year. It was tough to deal with. But I think you guys need to realize, and I do, and we do, that we got to have indoor football in a global pandemic with people showing up every game, regardless if there was another 4,000 that should have been there. And that's something to hang your hat on, or whatever the saying is that I'll probably get wrong, but that's pretty cool. So in 2022, we will kick off in the most ridiculous way possible. and be back in full force.
That's the plan.
Yep.
That is the plan. And we'll start working on that right away.
Yep.
Todd is telling me October 1 is when we'll have the schedule done. So we already have people submitting dates. LAA is getting signed and submitted. So, yeah, having a commissioner that's all about getting it going because he's had to deal with the not getting it going. Very, very excited to start on 22.
Yeah, I mean, while we're thanking too, like a big thank you to our game day staff and everybody that made
It
it
was sad
go
to
this
say
year.
goodbye to all the interns. It was like,
Yeah,
I'm not going to see you till next year.
right.
Well,
They vanish.
not all of them, but most of them.
Yes. I'm still around if people want to say hi. There's this myth that I just go away during the summer. That's not the case. I usually hang out with her and see more movies, and that's where we come up with some of the crazy stuff we do, but I do work, so you are allowed to say hi. So
Yeah.
buy a t-shirt, buy football. What we have left, we'll have a whole slew of new merch next year because part of the 12 days of Blizzness was clearing a lot of that out, so some of the styles will exist, but we're going to have we're at the point where we're at a refresh now. We've got rid of a lot of it, so yeah.
And we can refresh, rebrand, not rebrand like Corey rebrand. Yeah, but
Those versions of the logo are not approved.
and yes, they are not. And we are going to also look into some new uniforms.
Cool.
And Corey keeps telling me we need to do a black uniform.
I'm gonna let him fight that one. I'm not
And
getting involved in that.
I told him in the locker room yesterday, and then Matt started getting in on it too. Yeah, we need a black one. And I said, guys, you're not going to get a black uniform. I'm fine with black side panels or black
An
pants.
accent.
Yeah, as an accent, but not. No, there will not be black uniforms. We're green. It's green, and then I had to explain to Corey, this is what branding means. This is our brand. This is what it looks like. That's a whole nother.
I get it. I've never used the wrong colors on anything I own.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Yes, I did.
We have a neon green that.
Oh, we don't. It's dead. The Blizzard car, R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the kids are saying these days.
Yes, we may wrap the van, thanks to our friends at Wonder Sign, so there might be some more Blizzard. Well, it'll be for sure the team van wrapped. It's just whether the Ryan van is wrapped.
Correct. So speaking of games, let's touch on said game. Yeah, it was a drown your sorrows kind of game. So we talked about the fact that, Sioux Falls, there was a streak. I heard our announcers talking about it when I went back and watched the game again. There were a couple things. The Blizzard played the Blizzard.
Yeah.
Is basically what happened. We beat ourselves.
Yep.
We beat ourselves on so many fronts. The guys felt bad, but at the end of the day, it was on them for the mistakes. The Storm showed up, and I talked to Riggs after the game, and he said, it was a tough game.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go into the end of fourth quarter with just 20, they only had 24 points on the board, but we just could not do anything offensively. Just could not get anything up there. Couldn't connect. Our quarterback was just running for cover after every snap, just about. So it was tough. It was a tough game. And there was a point where Sioux Falls in their career, had 45 wins in a row.
Yep.
And this has not been their season to be undefeated.
Right.
But they showed us again how to play the game. So
yeah, you got to put up points on that team. That one was with 3 at the half. Even with some dramatic comeback, Riggs is wired in a different way that.
He's a regimented coach.
Yeah. Even in indoor football, you can put up points like that.
He's not big on unanswered points.
Right.
That's just not going to happen with him.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and his defense showed up as well. So it was battle of the defense, and ours didn't win.
True story.
But we had other games. We had a big upset this weekend. It actually happened yesterday. The Arizona Rattlers got beat by the Massachusetts Pirates.
Yep.
That was big.
Yeah.
And not by just a point or a score.
It was a matter of, we've said it on this show, and I've said it on IXX, that yes, there are a lot of ex-NFL guys on Massachusetts. What didn't matter early on, and that's no disrespect, but as soon as those guys adapt to the indoor game, it was a matter of time before they'd start beating people. And now they know the different rules. adapt to the width and length of the field. And it was a matter of time. And it just happens to happen against probably the best team in our league.
Right.
So, yep.
Right. So it just makes it that much more exciting going into playoffs when the playoffs really start happening. And we have some wins that we have to tackle these next 5 games.
So even though we got some stuff coming up that we'll stay connected to Blizzard Nation. I joke about being gone in the summer. We're absolutely still here through all the away game stretch. So this week's game against the Barnstormers will be a viewing party at Replay. The Bismarck game against Bismarck. Hey, that'll be welcome to the show, Ryan. Episode 21. Here we go. We're back at the beginning. That game will be at Replay, and then the next 3 you won't. So you have to scream at your TV. That's what happens when the schedule shifts so late. We fall on a family night and 2 home Packer preseason games, which is a problem for our local sports bar partners to have us take a TV. And I honestly think, and I'm a Packers fan. I don't live and die by that. If that gets me kicked off the show, I apologize here. But like the Love Rodgers thing, like I think more people will watch the preseason games. Unfortunately for us, being able to take up space in a sports bar to see him play and see what he's got. So as that unfolds and the playoff picture unfolds, we'll definitely try and get a viewing party back in if we can catch a Packer away game or however that works, or if there is a way that we can get another viewing party on the books. We'll keep you posted. Yeah,
I mean, I would love to say we would just rent a big screen from our friends that we've rented it from before. Mm-hmm. Are you going to shameless plug her?
Yeah.
Anytime soon? Or
Steve Mako at Funflix.
So I would love to say we would do that, but we'd have to make sure that we had a couple hundred people coming and, do it in a parking lot somewhere and just have a great kind of block party / away game playoff party. Speaking
of parties, we do have the date for All Sports Golf Battle. And then you're going to ask, well, Ryan, how's All Sports Golf Battle a party? Well, it's going to fall on August 18th, which is the last week going into the last away game. So we're going to do an end-of-year party.
And I think that's Sioux Falls, isn't it?
It is, actually.
Yeah, again. So that'll be right before the Sioux Falls game.
Yep.
Which is the final regular season game of our season for 21.
Yes. So it'll be an awesome time. The All Sports Golf Battle will put up the information again on how to sign up, and it'll be a kind of end-of-year hangout, which we really haven't done. We kind of wrap the season. We do our own thing with our players, but this will be a good chance for season ticket holders, partners, just fans to come out to Crystal Springs, and hopefully we're too much for them to handle, not in a sloppy way, but in a lot of people out there just kind of wrapping the year and getting to see the players one more time before they hit the road.
So it's at a golf course, but do you need to know how to golf?
No.
Good, because our players cannot golf.
Yes, I'm assuming we'll see some big bark when I say big bark.
I say woof.
Magic was showing you some highlights from the All Sports Golf Battle that I did with BJL Corey. It's a lot of fun. So our players.
Is that a vital? Did you say
I don't know.
Vital?
I said something.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, this week we have other stuff happening. On Wednesday, tomorrow.
You did it.
I
not
did
me.
it this time. Tomorrow we are heading to see Black Widow again with our fan that won. From which game was that? I don't even remember.
Spy Night.
Oh, yeah, it was Spy Night. That's right.
Yep.
So we're going to go see Black Widow with him and his family and all the
and
players.
Big Bark is invited. Whether they woof show up or not is a different thing.
Oh, has Big Bark seen it yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that we know what we're talking about. Okay, we don't do any spoilers or anything. And then you and I, so Thursday night, though, we're going to see the premiere.
Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes. So that's the G.I.
Joe.
Did you have a little G.I. Joe when you were a kid?
I actually was not a G.I. Joe guy. I was a Transformers guy. Not that you couldn't be both, but I had like the ones that you wish you kept and could have sold for thousands of dollars. I had those Transformers.
But you wouldn't, if you would have them, you would not have parted with them.
Well, no, but like when we got later on and I collected Star Wars figures, I should have left those. I did leave those in the package. I just didn't have the ones where they were worth thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So my brother was a big G.I. Joe.
Got it.
And we had the Barbies, and G.I. Joe was always dating the Barbies.
Yeah.
You had?
I had zero. I was a big Transformers
Okay.
kid. Yep.
So I remember G.I. Joe, but this is a little bit different than the G.I. I mean, G.I. Joe, back in the day in the 70s, that was Army G.I. Joe.
Yep.
You know, this is Ninja
G.I.
Joe.
Yes,
so it's a little bit different now. So I'm excited to see both movies. It's a 2-movie week.
Yeah.
So that's big. Shout out to Marcus for helping us with Black Widow.
Yep.
And they're open 7 days a week now.
Big shout out.
Go
Catch movies.
Yes.
They're
and
back.
it's so nice to see all of these other premieres coming out through the end of the year and into the early spring. So that's fantastic.
Good list of movies.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
I think that's it.
Go
Blizz.
Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.